Hi everybody, welcome to your new moon reading for January 2nd. Welcome gems, beautiful Geminis. The new moon happens on January 2nd at 1:35 Eastern time. You can check if you're in a different zone for other time zones, but New York time it's 1:30, 1:35, somewhere around there. On January 2nd, in Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn. It is telling us to set those intentions. Get our goals set and in order. This is the Moonology deck. We're going to check into the energy of the new moon right now, which is beginnings. New energy. And that is going to help us from the new moon to the new moon time frame. Pull 3 cards that'll tell us what's rising up inside of us, who we are right now, what we're wanting to do, the energy from the new moon itself, and then potential outcome. And then we'll use some other cards. What's going on, Gemini? Usually you like to talk. Look at you being all quiet here. My moon is in Gemini, so I can say that. Oh. Hope you had a great holiday. Enjoying the new year, since I'm doing this on New Year's Eve itself. Okay, thank you. The end of a tough cycle. Full moon in Capricorn. Okay. Oh. How many? No, too many. Sorry about that, gang. I don't know about you, but I'm certainly excited about the new year. Oh, thank you. New moon in Gemini. Okay, there you go. Now you're kicking. Here we go. Mutable moon. Nothing is set in stone. So what's bubbling up inside of you is some kind of cycle that you're looking to let go of. A tough cycle. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is what happens when I don't have my glasses on. Anyway, full moon in Capricorn. So even though we're in Capricorn right now, this could be in Capricorn, or it could be something that's going to happen at the time when the moon is full in Capricorn. In any regard, what I'm feeling right now is the fact that it's the end of the year. Anything that's been driving you nuts in 2021 that you need to release or let go of. You know, this is the time of year where we do that, right? We stop and say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to accept this anymore. I'm going to be this. I'm going to do this. I don't like to do in the negative. I like to do in the positive, in the present tense. So whatever you need to release, you're releasing. This is what's coming up inside of you. Those thoughts, those feelings. New moon itself. New moon in Gemini. Hello, you've shown up here. Communication. So it's not hard for you. That's who you are, right? Ruled by Mercury, all about messages, chatting. But sometimes maybe you need to listen, and as you have the twins. So listening and speaking are just as important, right? So in here, communication is key. If you're not getting what you want, you gotta speak up. That's whatever. Or you might be receiving messages. Someone's going to tell you something that's going to alter, maybe let go of whatever it is you've been holding on to that you want to let go of. And in the new mutable moon, this is the future. Nothing is set in stone. So if something hasn't gone your way, if you're hoping and waiting for word, you don't think it's going to go your way, you're not going to get the loan, business, car, home, scholarship, whatever it might be, whatever your situation is, this is a general reading. It's not one-on-one. It is for Sun and Gemini. I suggest if this does not resonate, that you go and check your rising, your moon, Venus, those other planets that are important, even your north or south node. So we're going to use the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards. Welcome, Oracles. This is a deck by Jenny Florence. And I like using the manifestation card with the moon cards, because that's what the new moon is all about, right? We're manifesting. So the Moonology is what I used for the moon cards. Let's go further into this energy and see what your manifestation oracles are saying. I hope y'all had a wonderful holiday, like I said. I know, I'm just, I'm in shock that we're actually in January. That's happening. We're here. The year went by so quickly. It's a year that I cannot wait to see the back door of. Trust me. Leadership. Okay. Many things happened in the year. It was a tough year for me, but it was a tough year for so many of us. Let go gracefully. Take action now. Okay. Thank you. Wow. All right. Well, you're getting some very poignant messages. Okay. So, let's talk about leadership. We all lead by example, our words and actions presenting a role model to everyone that we come in contact with. This card asks you to take ownership of your personal leadership qualities and to align your thoughts, words, and actions with everything you want to do in the world. So, have you been in a situation where you haven't spoken up, or maybe you did something and that you wish you hadn't done? You know, one of those things, like sometimes when we are in a position of leadership, or we're parents, or we're caretakers, or we're something, we do something we sometimes have a regret for. You know, that just popped into my head. It's not necessarily the meaning of this, but that's going to resonate for one or two of you, not necessarily for all of you. But in this case, maybe it is the fact that you have been in a position of underling. You know you have more talent. You know you can do better. You know you want to succeed. You want to step up. And this leadership is now telling you, go. This is what's bubbling up inside of you. Okay? Taking the first step. Making the first step towards that leadership in your life. Leading your life. Doesn't have to necessarily mean boss. It just means leading. Leading your love. Leading your health, leading any of those things that you want to end the tough cycle with. You need to take the first step towards it. Communication is key. Letting go gracefully. Something in your life is calling for you to let it go. Let go gracefully. Whatever has taken place in the past, it is time to move forwards, and letting go will make the way for the new. Whether this is a person, a situation, or an outdated thought, or even a behavior pattern, this card comes to assure you that new horizons are waiting for you. Letting go and communication. Are you creating that self-talk? That is there something that you need to tell yourself that you need to let go of? Maybe somebody who is holding you in a place of less than, right? So you're letting go. You want to move on. You want to change things in your life, and you need to speak them, write them, you know, scream them. Whatever you may want to do, sing them, play them out musically, draw them, whatever. Communication comes in so many different ways that we just need to tap into the voice that will allow us, whatever that voice is, to allow us to let go. Ooh. Wow. It's pretty strong. Let go gracefully. Don't we all have that pattern in our lives, or person that we just adore, but we know they're not for our highest good? And sometimes we just have to have the tough talk, you know, or for a child who's about to leave home, or any number of things. It's pretty intense. It's not an easy conversation to have in any way, shape, or form, but doing so with grace and coming from the heart, you know, there's no blame. It's just a matter of it that no longer serves you, and so you need to release it to the universe. Nothing is yet set in stone, so you need to take action now. This is a clear and unequivocal message that action on your part is needed now. Manifestation is not simply a process of visioning it and dreaming about your desires. When an opportunity is offered to you, you must also take action. Pay attention to the signs and move forward fearlessly. Yeah, because it's not set in stone. There's that, all right, so we're in this intention time, intention and goals. There's that energy that we set those intentions, but if we do nothing to walk towards them, put any energy beside a thought or writing it down on paper, it's not going to happen. I was saying this in another reading, that one of the major things that I learned is, regardless of my goals, the next step is then to write an actionable item. How am I going to get here? What is this going to mean for me? If I'm going to be healthy, I need to go out and walk outside, or stop eating cookies for breakfast. If I want to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And you set that one actionable thing, because then the universe knows how to meet you. If you just say it and you don't go towards it, it takes so much longer. I mean, it may happen, it may not happen, but the bottom line is we are in control. It's our energy that's attracting the energy that we want to get to. And if we don't take action, then it will just stay floating out there as a possibility that we may never achieve. Wow. Get to it, Gemini. Get to it. That's what it's saying. All right, so we're going to pull some tarot. This is the Dreams of Gaia. I love these cards. I use these with the moon readings as well because they have extra cards and the meanings are beautiful. The artwork is gorgeous. I think it's Raven Fallon, I believe is her last name. And there's so many other energies and archetypes. And that's what we're working with the moon energy. It's not what we get in our traditional tarot. However, you should use the moon energy readings along with your monthly or your weekly, reading that resonated with you during this same time period, because it can give you a more personal reading as opposed to the general energies that we're working with right now. Okay. I have a lot of Geminis in my life. A lot of Geminis. And I'm a Sag, so it's the opposite sign. And my moon, as I said, my moon's in Gemini. So, yeah. It's no surprise that there's so many Geminis around me. Thank you. Four of Pentacles. Okay, Four of Earth here. End of a cycle. Okay, so if you've been having struggle, this is building your foundation. Yeah. Leadership. Okay. Take it. Oh, sorry about that, gang. All right, let's pull the cards before I start chatting. There's my moon chatting away. Oh, thank you so much. Desire. Okay. Thank you. Normally I'd plop them right on top, but I want to see the messages below. And outcome, please. Did you have a good New Year? If you're watching this past that, I'm like debating what to do for New Year's Eve. I'm actually doing it on New Year's Eve. I'm like, might be pajamas for me. Oh, how beautiful. The Child. Gorgeous new beginnings. That's fabulous. See what I was saying? Perception. Wow. I want to say, Gems, this is the third reading that the anchor card has been perception. Now, this is your energy, sword energy. As you can see here, it is how you think. It is the way you're seeing things. This is air energy. 21, reducing to a 3. And you have leadership, 30, also a 3. So you might look up 33, which is our ascended masters. And other other meanings. So look up the spirit and angel meanings. But that is the third or fourth time perception. So it is definitely a time coming into 2022. How are we going to perceive this year? This moon cycle in particular, which kind of starts us off. There are so many reset times throughout the year. The Chinese New Year, the beginning of the astrological year again in Aries, your solar return coming up in May or June, the solstices. And then, of course, the new year again, the calendar new year. So it's not as if you're ever stuck in a place where, this is the way it's going to go, because you can always reset and start anew with that being the case. But the perception that we all have going into this year, this is key, this energy, what this thought pattern and way we're perceiving this upcoming year is huge for all of us, because this has come up like I said, 3 or 4 times. All right, so let's get back to this. You have the Four of Earth here. Building, look at him holding up let me see if I can get that closer to you. Holding up the foundation there. You know, and Four of Earth and other cards, it can be miserly holding on to it, but it is about building a foundation, and it is what you want to do with your leadership card. You're building your new world. You're ending your cycle, right? And you are building into this new foundation, this new earth for yourself, that grounded energy. If you happen to have any earth energy in your cards, this definitely could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn for you. This is Capricorn energy as well. So here we are in Capricorn season, finding out what you want to take the lead on. What future you want to build for yourself. What foundation do you want to build emotionally, physically, financially? It's that. I mean, can't be any more sincere in that message. Communication is key, and letting go gracefully with desire. What do you desire? See what I was saying about all those different messages in the cards, and look how beautiful that is, right? So you're sitting there with the fire dragons, and you've got the goat and the raven and third eye and the lotus, and it's in meditation thinking about what is it that I desire. And you know what? I just realized the goat there. Of course, this could, reflect devil energy, and that's the reason why the goat is there, Capricorn. And that is the shadow side. What are we letting go of? Any addictions, anything that does not serve us. Remember, letting go gracefully. Yeah, what we desired, maybe it wasn't good for us. Maybe somebody desired us and we aren't good for them. Whatever the situation is, communication is key to yourself, to the other, to the universe, to whatever the situation may be. Future, nothing is yet set in stone. Take action now. And you have the child, which is a new beginning. It is birth. It is innocence. Look at that hummingbird. Oh my gosh. Is that not the cutest little baby face? So cute. With the flower and the hummingbird. And the hummingbird in spirit animals is joy. Right? You want to return to your joy. Take action now, because this new beginning is set in joy, set in abundance, set in love. There's nothing about this card that's harsh, right? It's all beautiful. So your perception of what that is for you, and it's divine. It's divinely given, because the rays of light are coming from above. It's also with the colors of amethyst, the light violet, so your crown chakra, third eye, tapping into that perception, tapping into your joy, getting into your inner child self. Remember that perception? Tapping into all that is for your next step. Wow, gems. Beautiful. And from every Gemini that I know, one of the things I love about them is that ability to always be inquisitive, playing. Their mind perception is always in a childlike state. There's always a joy of, who can I talk to? What can I learn? I just love that. And I feel like this is literally what the moon and the oracles and the energy is telling us. Yes, it's confirming that. Get into that gem behavior. Surround yourself with protective energy. I feel that this comes from what you've been letting go. That arrow. Again, looks like a sword, doesn't it? Thank you. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. And I'm just asking them for some final... Okay, thank you. Final messages. High Priestess. Harness your mystic powers. What was I saying? Perception. Get into that space of intuition. Druid, hold the space. And this is in your communication is key, and let go gracefully. In some cases, the person, place, or thing that is no longer serving us, that we have to let go of and need to speak to, we have to remember to hold the space for them. Allow the situation to dissolve, resolve, or energize, or the person to process what it is that we're saying to them. We can't be jumping right on top of everything. If this is any kind of discord with children, family, partners, whatever, you need to hold the space for them and allow them to have their peace and their say as well. Okay, I'm going to pull one more. I said one more. So let's get a final. You know, I always feel like Capricorn, this is always like a little heavy in the respect of, you know, we got to do some work on ourselves. Capricorn definitely is the taskmaster holding us to it. And this new moon is not playing with any sign so far. There has been a lesson, a life lesson in every single one of these energies. So I feel it's good, though. I feel we're shedding what we really don't want anymore, right? Traveler, move in a new direction. There's that perception. Here's this new path with the inner child and the new beginning. Yes, move in a new direction. Take that action now. Just do it. Just do it, Gemini. Well, wow, that's beautiful. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I wish you many blessings for the new year. And I hope that it was a wonderful new year if you're looking at this past that. Have a great new moon, and I will talk with y'all soon. Bye for now.